Hello everybody, welcome to the stream here on the 1st of December 2025 AD. And yeah, we're back on Dungeon Siege 3. We are continuing, we're doing quite well, I guess. And it's a very cold day in hell. No, just here. Oh, it's not very cold. I'm feeling cold. I have health issues. It's quite. It's not. It's normal temp for the time, but I'm not doing that well with temps. Anyway, Heroes of Crypt. Although it's been just a couple of days since our last stream, I don't remember anything right now. I guess we're going down. Let's have a look. Good thing I remember some of the keys. Find the ghost that haunts the crypt. Oh, it was the guy. Yeah, okay. Stuff. Yeah, okay. I guess if we do one, we'll solve the other two. Can we go up there? You can see there is something there, but perhaps nothing that we can do about it. Alright.
Come, pilgrim. The bones of your heroes wait for you in these depths, and so do I.
Yeah, that's a tough line to say without sounding like Porky, not Porky, yeah, Porky Pig. Porky Pig. 1 second, I want to see if I'm actually streaming. Okay. Oops. Okay. How do I go down there?
Heads up!
Alright. Wait, I thought we came from here. Did the enemy respawn behind us or what? Why did you make me... That's stupid. The Hall of Heroes.
Look, must be the Hall of Heroes. All the Lady Montbaron's companions. They're buried right here.
Yeah, this definitely. Oh, I like the shadow of the of Lucas. No, don't to me. Left or right? Oh, what's this? Here lies Ulora, a pious Azunite sister, first companion of Lady Montbaron, and hero of the Sec Resurgence. Sounds a bit like Seth. Here lies Zed, a mage and scholar of Stonebridge, hero of the Sec Resurgence. Quiet. Here lies Naidi, a boyar of Stonebridge, hero of the Sec Resurgence. Here lies Gloern, a dwarf of the Glitterdale mine, hero of the Sec Resurgence. Here lies Root, a dwarven mercenary and adventurer, hero of the Sec Resurgence. Here lies Lord Bollingar, a commander of the 10th Legion, bodyguard of King Conrid, and hero of the Sec Resurgence. See a pattern here. They are all dead.
You should be honored, mortal. Soon your bones will join with those of the heroes who lie in repose here.
Okay, I see what you did there. Here lies Ulfgrim, a dwarven legionnaire and hero of the Sec Resurgence. Here lies Sikra, a witch of Laskanzi blood, hero of the Sec Resurgence. Here lies Merrick, longest serving Grand Mage in the history of the Legion and hero of the Sec Resurgence. Alright, let's go back again. I can fly. I have time for you. Gyron, a veteran warrior. Pydriel, an archer of renown. Boriev, a warrior of Laskanzi. What? Okay. So I'm guessing they're gonna be boss fight, yeah? Okay, 1 second. Just a little bit too hot. Just a little bit.
Here, mortal. Pay your respect to the dead for whom you will.
Why no setup? Ooh.
Coward, mortal.
What the frick? Oh, the camera is... Oh, come on! I pressed the right one. Ha! Bitch. Camera is annoying. Come on, move! You mother father!
Back into the fray.
Thank you.
Coward, mortal. Do not feel shame falling before the eyes of your heroes. It is inevitable.
Shit. Move, move, why am I stuck? go. Oh, move! Move! I'm pressing, nothing happens. Wait!
Rise and defend me! Witness the power of the grave! Witness the power of the grave!
You... Come on, come on, come on. Wake me up. Wake me up.
Coward mortals!
I am in your debt.
Perhaps the curse on this place is ended. Still, it's not a...
Wow. Okay. Okay. All right, let's see. Can do this now. So I cannot, yeah. So, no, I've done this, but yeah, I cannot do that. What do you have here? We have the fall from the heavens. Anjali leaps into the air and crashes down at the targeted location, dealing heavy damage to any affected enemies. When empowered, Anjali's fall from the heavens creates a searing radius of damage over time at the location where she lands. Pillar of fire. For the fire form, okay. Anjali summons a massive pillar of fire at the targeted location. Ooh. When empowered, pillar of fire conjures a wall of flame wider and more destructive than the column of fire normally summoned. And what's this? Volatile barrier, defensive. Anjali is encased in a volatile magical barrier lasting up to 30 seconds. If it absorbs 25% of her health, it will explode, causing damage. When empowered, each member of the party is shielded by a volatile. A volatile optical barrier lasts if it absorbs. Oh, that okay. That's not what I thought it meant. So basically, what it means, at least I think it means, is that you have a shield, let's say, that lasts 30 seconds, and if whoever is damaging it causes 25% of my health, then it will explode, causing damage. That sounds good, actually. Of course, it doesn't say how much damage. And the fire from sounds good. I don't know. Yeah, this is the thing. I like this. I don't know how long it takes to execute. And in boss fights, where it's probably going to be the most use of this for something, um, they tend to, so far at least, go after me and not stay in one position. I don't know. From the time I give the order to erupt, to create this pillar of fire, till the actual time it does it, how long does it take? Is it immediate or does it take a few seconds? And this sounds a bit easier to use. Of course, I don't know how far the explosion goes. But okay, let's do this. Alright, so if I take this, I have two options. Each rank of fire increases the overall damage, okay? Anjali, and then combines in the area of 4 of volatile barrier. What? Alright, volatile barrier can absorb 10% more damage per rank before collapsing. So up to 75%? That's I think so. The explosion of the inflicts an additional 20% per rank. They both sound good. Of course, the problem is we have only 1 point. Oh, I never use this one. Have maximum of that. Oh, I don't know. Well, let's go for this. Yeah, do that.
Exactly.
For Lucas. Okay, this sounds a bit similar to my first option of the mastery level. Okay. Generate focus, but not health. Why the cross? Yeah, anyway, first of all, let's get Alright, let's get this one. What? While under the effects of sealed wall, Lucas block value goes up 20% per. Yeah. Hmm. So graceful repose, or however it's spelled, cold, is maxed. Blade dash is maxed. Sealed pummel is not. And here. Yeah, let's do this.
Cheery, is it?
Alright. Let's collect stuff. Swift boots. Rapier. For clever or something. That's where we came from, right? Or not? Oh, I don't know. Or did we come from there? No, came from here. Okay, definitely nothing else here. Not even a chest or anything. Okay. So we have a new helmet, which sucks. New bracer. No. New boots. No, lose. Wait, we lose 1 armor and we lose 5 doom. We gain 9 block, which I don't use, but we also gain 20 agility. That sounds so much better, right? Yet it's a lot cheaper. Let me check my stats. 520, 63. 520, 62. DPS 67, 34. 67, 34. Okay. I need to change form, right? Okay, wait. How? Have I done something? Yeah. So basically, so what's the difference? We lose an armor with this. DPS and agility don't change. Am I forgetting something? Possibly. Possibly. Here it says fire form. Oh. Why am I stuck here? Not stuck. Why am I down? What? Okay, this gained lose. I don't want to lose armor. That's why I'm stuck there. So only those two are for the fire form. No, it's still stage 5 form. What the frick is going on? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't get it, I guess. Oh. Oh, wow. Yeah, get that. 57, 15. 59, 15. Okay, so this will give him lose will and cast lightning. Gain momentum, gain attack and agility. Yeah, sounds better. We lose ability DPS. Only for 2 extra attack DPS. I'm sure I'm doing something wrong here. Freak it. Realize the First Lady Montbaron, popularly known as the Farmer, first and greatest hero of the sack. Oh. What? Whoa. That feels a bit wrong. That feels even more wrong. At least you got something. Can you close it? I mean, can you at least pretend to care? No. Alright, breastplate. Oh, there it is. Again, a lot of stamina and warding. Lose armor and will. Okay. So, let's see. 520, 63. We have breastplate of resolve. Okay. 520, 63. 810, 54. 67, 34. 67, 18. I'll take the extra life, thank you. Yeah, I mean, it feels right. Wait, what's the quest? Exit the crypt. No, don't exit the crypt. Let's find the relics. Yeah, you want to go back. I will go back. That's not yet. Oh. Lord Bolingnard's shattered blade. A broken sword is displayed before you, an engraved plaque. A plaque. Rest below it. Read it. Lord Bolingnard was decorated Legionnaire and Hero of the Sacred Surgeon. And now, in 1154 PF, King Conrad signed the controversial Goblin Treaties. Lord Bolingnard, a famous Goblin fighter, was present for the ceremony. Nice flames. The event was concluded with Lord Bolingnard, Conrad's most trusted friend and advisor, breaking his sword as a symbol of peace between the two races. Let's go. Take the sword, that doesn't sound right. I don't know, shall I take it or not? I mean, you cannot use it. Let's leave it for now. Let's leave it for now. Let's leave it. Is it part of the quest? Wait. It is. Take it. Basically, this is a tomb raiding, right? Right. So we need a staff, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I'll go. Okay, let's go. No, let's wait. Do we have anything else here? Gain attack, lose will, gain house fire. Okay, do that. A lot of armor, lose some health. Yeah, okay, do that. No. Oh, he's annoying. Okay, so this is the exit. On to save. No, have to go this way. Alright, let's go. Get the stuff. Sounds like a on board a wooden ship. Ah. Wait, do all of them have something? Wow. Yeah, this is definitely tomb raiding. Dungeon Siege edition. No. Return, yes. Bourbon Blade of Rask. What? Did I read that right? Yeah. lose will. 41, 37. Yeah, okay. So, we lose the vampire thingy. Yeah, no. I like the vampire thingy. Cold. You know, it's kind of funny. As I've said, well, not in this session, but in the previous sessions, I have played this game before, with a different character, I believe. I think it was Lucas. And on PlayStation 3, completed the game. And there are two things that I remember a lot from that experience. One was that the graphics, I really enjoyed it, but at the same time that I remember it was a bit more blurry or pixelated perhaps, not low resolution, I don't know. Perhaps they are, actually I don't know what resolution the PlayStation 3 version runs. What's this? Oh, I don't know. Wait, what's this? I cannot go there. So I mean, very few games I think run at 1080p on the PlayStation 3. I don't know if this was one of them.
I had not expected the crypt to still be inhabited. Both Ravensreel and I owe you a debt. I'll be sending messengers out to inform the people of Ebb that the hero's crypt is open again. Doubtless the pilgrims and their attendant wealth will be pouring in soon. In the meanwhile, here, take this as a token of our esteem.
Like what? Trespasser's Bane. What's that? Lots of retribution, we lose will. No. No, we lose a lot of ability DPS. Who's this guy?
Do you have any relics to sell?
Oh, that's a different guy. How about some good skull?
I found the skull of Norik.
Fascinating, if a touch gruesome. Still, I look forward to studying this. Here is your promised reward. Do you have any relics to sell?
No, let's see how much you give me.
I don't have any relics.
A pity. Well, by all means, return if you find any.
Okay, what did I get? 917. You cheap old bastard.
Do you have any relics to sell?
I found Merrick's staff.
Astounding! To think of the power that once coursed through this. Here is your reward. Do you have any relics to sell?
I don't have any relics.
I'm
A
assuming
pity. Well, by all means, return if you find any.
that I couldn't use that, right? I hope so. Or else I'm sure I'll probably regret this.
Do you have any relics to sell?
I found Lord Bollingar's sword.
It's even more beautiful than I imagined. Here, as promised, your reward. I can't wait to get back to my workshop and begin a full study of these items.
That was fast. Not much money. Not much money. Alright. Let's see. You're heading south towards the city of Stonebridge. In order to reach the city, you'll have to pass through a great swamp, which lies between Stonebridge and the Rackenwell. Cross the newly repaired bridge and descend the bluffs toward the swamp. Okay. Save first. Oh.
One more down.
This area, this world is dangerous. Come on, man, don't suck now. Suck later. I know.
Well, the bridge is looking better, but it still leads into a swamp.
Boris, take a detachment of soldiers south and destroy the bridge that leads into the swamp. Our employer believes that a few legionnaires may have survived their attack on the Mont Baron estate, and she wants to be sure that they do not escape the valley.
There you are. This may sound strange, but I was told to wait for you here.
By...
Told? By whom?
A child. A boy with golden hair and piercing eyes, who spoke like no child I have ever met.
Okay.
Did you follow us into the Mornweald?
No. He came to me in a waking dream. I know better than to doubt a vision, especially one so clear. My father was Hugh Montbaron, Grand Master of the Legion. A proud man, I'm told, but not immune to my mother's seduction.
Hang on, what? Are you telling me that you're my sister? My sister and a witch?
Ah, you are the Montbaron boy, yes? Of course. You have the same lustrous hair, and even prettier than mine.
Pretty hair? You think so? Wait, sorry, I'm still back on the sister part.
I do not know why this golden child chose me, but I believe I can be of help to the Legion, if you let me.
Your mother seduced Montbaron? So the stories about Lascanzi witches are true?
What stories are those? The ones told to jealous wives by poxy-faced men? Of black-hearted witches who ravish them in the dark of night? Those stories are fancies, but they hide a deeper truth. Lascanzi witches have discerning taste. We will seduce a foreign man, but only if he is strong, clever, handsome.
Lascanzi women are entirely practical? Love never plays a role?
Sometimes. We are flesh and blood, after all. And even our hearts are not entirely immune to the mad distemper of love. But how many men would abandon their homes to wander with an outcast race? Passion fades, beauty withers, and all that is left is the endless road.
Passion doesn't mean love.
Does your sister know that you're planning to leave?
Leona's word does not bind me. I decide whose company I keep, and she knows better than to forbid me what I want. If only the rest of the world knew the same, life would be much simpler.
In other words, you haven't told her.
No. See, little brother, you know me better than you think.
No games, no tricks. Those are my terms if you want to join us.
But my games and tricks are ever so much fun. Oh, very well. I promise. No tricks. At least none played on you.
Party size tutorial. Your party is now full. You need to select which companion you wish to take with you. You can change this at any time by choosing Party Select in the player menu. Just want to have a look. She's much weaker. Is she leveled up? Why is it locked? She's completely inexperienced. Shotgun. Wait. Why would I give this to her? Oh, fuck her. I don't know, I like my team, my party as it is. When I like something, I don't want to change it.
One more down.
How much money do we have? $17,000. Can I give it more? Yes, I can. Nice.
Hold on there. The roads ahead aren't safe.
These are huge trees, if they are trees.
Heavy smoke down there. From the looks of it, there was another battle in the swamp. Azunite Church on one side, Royalists on the other. They're always at it. I was questioned by soldiers down the road. They were Azunites, Jane Cassinda's men, and not a friendly lot.
Any opinion on the church soldiers? You seem to have run into them before.
The church army is the right hand of Jane Cassinda, but these men seemed more mercenary than proper soldier. They may call her a living saint, but any woman who hires Laskanzi thugs must be a little crooked. That's just what I think.
Have you dealt with the Royalists before?
They don't harass me on the road, so that makes them at least a touch better than Jane's soldiers. I think they're an honorable lot, but I don't see them winning this war. They'll die for a queen who's the last of her line, and barely more than a girl.
Fighting in the swamp? Doesn't seem like the best place for a battle.
The Royalists are holed up in the Glitterdelve mine to the northwest, and Jane's army marches from the Azunite coast southeast of here. This swamp has the misfortune of being right between the two. This certainly isn't the first time we've had trouble here. Why I still take these routes, I don't know.
Thanks for the warning. I'll be careful.
I'll stay up here for a while, see if things calm down.
Doesn't look like this avalanche was natural. Probably caused by cannons or black powder charges.
This rock slide was probably caused by explosives or perhaps by cannon fire. Among the fallen boulders you can see the bodies of royalist soldiers and the smashed supply wagon. The road is completely blocked by the avalanche.
By order of Jane Cassinda, none shall pass this. Look, you idiots, they're legionnaires! Get them!
Whoa, what the frick is this? Place. doggy or something. Yeah, no thanks. It's quite interesting playing like this, because in every other RPG I play, when I'm in a party, I always am the tank. I'm not the sorcerer. No, it's fine.
They must be with the Royalists. Get them!
One more down.
Aha! Although nothing good, but still, aha! What about the leveling up? Right. Yeah, I think I'll continue with the aura here. I like it. Getting vibes of Metro 2033. Not sure why. Probably because of the items there. This soldier died from multiple arrow wounds. Clearly a victim of the blockade you just passed. His armor indicates that he was part of the Royalist army, the last defenders of Queen Rosalind and her court.
Anyone that kills Azanites is a friend of ours. General Devonsey is further on ahead. Just follow the path. Anyone that kills Azanites is a friend of ours. General Devonsey is further on ahead. Just follow the path.
Dead royalists everywhere, and hardly any Azanites at all.
Stand away there. Not so close to the General.
Never mind. I can hardly be called a general, with Her Majesty's army lying dead all around us.
That's it, keeping up the spirit.
Lord Devonsey. Sir.
Forgive the boy. A few months ago he was a royal page. Now he's a soldier. Such are the depths to which we have fallen. I'm surprised to see any travelers on the road, with so many of Jane Cassinda's soldiers about. What brings you to this ill-omened place?
Why the bird, man? Alright.
We were sent by the Legion. We are heading south to reclaim the old chapter house in Stonebridge.
Well said. Best to be open with him. Perhaps he'll return the favor.
The Legion? So the rumors are true. A gathering in the north. The rebirth of the old Legion. That's beside the point, though. I'm afraid you're stuck here with the rest of us. The western road has collapsed and we're surrounded on all sides by impassable swamp.
What forces do you have left?
Only the baggage train and a few cannons. One of my officers, Roderick, had command of the baggage train. He managed to keep the wagons out of sight, hid them under those massive roots. Unfortunately, the men who are guarding the wagons are my greenest troops, former servants and the like. The only blades they've ever wielded are kitchen knives.
Oh, come on, man.
All the dead soldiers were yours?
Terrible general.
How did this happen?
Jane Cassinda's army was encamped in the swamp. I thought I'd catch her unaware, send her scrambling back to the spire. So I force-marched out of Glitterdale, sighted her troops at the base of the cliffs, and gave chase. In the first charge, we drove half her forces into the bogs. I could see Jane, not 50 feet from my lines. She had nowhere to run.
That's a good old song.
You smelled victory, and that's when the battle turned.
Jane sent a few of her sappers round back of my lines. They collapsed the roads behind me. A clever move, I'll give her that. Half my army, the young ones mostly, saw their escape route cut off. Didn't matter that we were winning. They panicked, broke and ran. Some of the veterans held their ground and died where they stood. The rest retreated here.
You are a terrible general.
What about those massive roots? We can walk across them like a road.
Indeed, they'd support our weight, and my cannons and wagons too. But the routes are separated by stretches of water. In order to create a path, we'd have to raise the land between them. Impossible, you might say. But I have a man in my army with power over earth and stone. A scholar called Phineas. If only he were here.
This Phineas can raise a land bridge between the roots? How is that possible?
He's made a study of earth magic. Geomancy. The old magic of the dwarves. It's all very incomplete, but a movement of earth by simple brute force. Yes, I think he could manage that much.
I didn't know the dwarves had access to magic. Perhaps my mind is stuck in the Arcanum.
You've actually seen Phineas use earth magic?
When Jane's cannons had us surrounded, somehow he drew the earth up over our heads, protected us both from the enemy's fire. Saved my life. That's proof enough for me.
We need to find this scholar, Phineas. Where has he gone?
He was among the first to be taken by the damned savages. They fell upon us not long after the battle. and they've been mounting raids and abducting our wounded ever since. First people, that's what the scholars call them. Only Azanai knows what they call themselves. I thought of mounting an attack on their village to rescue Phineas and the others, but my surviving soldiers are too few and too young. If I had your help, though...
Yeah, let's not negotiate.
Let's try talking to the first people before we do anything rash. Maybe they mistook you for a threat.
Now there's a bit of sense. Makes me happy I'm on our side.
A reasonable theory, but I've met their kind before. Scavengers preying upon the weak and the wounded. They won't negotiate unless you hold a sword to their throats. I'll gather whatever men I can, the ones who can still fight, and we'll meet you there.
Influence gained. Sorry, I'm just cold. After you have completed the spire, okay. Because he mentioned the spire. Like, find the first people village. We have agreed to help Lord Devonsay recover Phineas and the rest of his missing soldiers. Meet Lord Devonsay at the edge of the first people's village.
I saw you speaking with the General. We must be in dire straits to rely on passers-by. But Lord Devonsay has seen fit to trust you. You already know of the savages in the bog. Beastly lot they are. Some of our best soldiers were captured in their raids. Others have gone missing. We sent scouting parties into the bog. I armed them as best I could, but baggage train attendants are hardly soldiers. They haven't returned for hours.
So you send them alone?
A swamp is hardly a place for heavy wagons. Was your cargo worth the trouble?
Basic supplies needed for the troops, but also cannons, powder kegs, and the like. Perhaps we could find a way out of this muck-ridden cesspool on foot, but those cannons are needed in Glitterdelve.
This was a massacre. How did you survive the battle?
We panicked. Well, the young soldiers did anyway. After Jane collapsed the road behind us, we were so close to victory. I kept the baggage train here instead of risking an escape. The enclosure gave us just enough cover to survive the assault.
His voice sounds very familiar.
If your people are raw recruits, they won't survive long in the swamp. Let me look for your missing soldiers.
You surprise me. I can offer you little more than some extra supplies, and my thanks. Look for them to the east, out in the bog. We sent out 2 scouting parties. Hopefully the swamp hasn't claimed them. Devonsay won't permit any more of us to leave camp, so you're the only chance they'll get.
Okay. So this way is for the route and last. What is that? Both of them on the same way.
I know that man. Lord Devonsay. I've seen him before, or heard the name.
You never served with the Royal Army, did you? How else could you have met?
No, I don't remember meeting him, but I know his face. Hang on. I've seen him in a portrait, standing right next to my father. More brown in his hair, and not so much of the silly sideburns, but it was him. There were others in the portrait too. Legionnaires, all of them. We should tell Odo about this, when we see him again.
Okay, it was a bit weird. Oh wait, there's a merchant. I guess we'll sell everything. Right, any good weapon? Oh, this could be good. No, not this one. Nah, it's not worth it.
Ugh, disgusting creatures. I'd sooner kill rats.
Now this should be a challenge.
What the? What are these things?
Look here. These roots are like a primitive door, or a gate.
Wait. Okay, so if we change to the other quest, it's gonna make me go left? No. Okay, then have a look here. Oh. That's not what I want to do. What is this? Terrible. Terrible. Loot. And I'm not expecting to find the best weapon ever, but jeez. good aiming.
One more down.
There are too many. Fall back. Fall back. Yeah.
Damn natives. You made short work of them. I'm glad we're on the same side. We got split up from the rest of our party in the confusion. We're heading back to camp, but if you find the others, please help them.
The fuck? I cannot go through that. Oh! These twisted knotted roots and thorns form a primitive wall. It is too dense to be hacked or burned away. You'll need to find another way through. Guess we'll have to go through that village. These shrunken heads are not those of slain enemies, but of the first people themselves. By binding the spirits of the dead inside their own heads, the first people prevent their kin from returning to the river of souls and merging with hated foreign peoples. Just weird. They look human. Like
There, look.
legionnaires.
The savages haven't seen us yet, but this is the edge of their village. Phineas and the other prisoners are probably being held on the far side, or maybe in the trees above.
They have the advantage of numbers.
But we have the advantage of surprise, and their numbers will count for little in that maze of platforms and islands. Once we get to the other side, on open ground, that will be the real test.
Do you have a strategy in mind?
Everything depends upon finding their leader, the chief shaman. If we take him alive, we can negotiate from a position of strength. Damn, they've seen us. We're out of time.
they go left? I was hoping I would talk to the natives, not just kill them. How? Was it there before and they just saw it? I don't like how we came here and just attacked them. The wooden pathways or whatever they're called are beautiful textured. Lovely work. Hello.
One more down.
We are Urshamesh. We bow before no outsider. You are not welcome here. You bring fire and poison to our home. You kill our sacred trees, and you move the crawlers to madness. Now you kill my seed in my village. I come to tell you that you will stop, or Maruyatum will send you to the River of Souls.
I didn't come here to fight. We just want our people back.
If you do not come to fight, why dress for war? Your blades were already wet with Urshamesh blood. For years you come and battle here. You kill warriors in metal and Urshamesh warriors. It matters not. Always it is the same. No peace in my village or outside in the damp.
I know nothing of your people. Who are you?
I am Maruyatum, he who whispers with Nagog, high shaman to all in this village. We are the Urshamesh, the first people. This is our place. You do not belong here.
The damp? What is that?
All that is out there, beyond our home. The old roots, the deep waters, the cold mist. All is the damp.
You say the swamp is sacred, but we know nothing about it. Why do your people care?
Long ago, the old one, Nagog, fell from the sky. Our fathers made a sacred bond with it as it lay dying. So we all became Urshamesh.
Gods falling from the sky. Just like the old story of the creator gods.
The old one died and became the damp. When you walk, your feet touch Nagog. When you breathe, you inhale Nagog. All is Nagog. All is sacred.
I love how this looks. Really, it's so beautiful, so good.
There's only one thing we want, and that's the men you took from us.
And why should I return your warriors? You have killed many of my seed. You have burned the ground and poisoned our waters with your dead.
It was Jane Cassinda who burned your swamp and killed your people, not us. I ordered my army to leave you alone.
You fought in the damp and killed Urshamesh for years. You now speak names unknown to Maruyatum to hide the truth. You are all enemies. When our blades pierce your heart, Maruyatum will feed your flesh to the crawlers.
Let's go after him. Up those roots. Huh.
I didn't want to fight them.
I'll hold the savages here. Go on ahead. Find the captain.
Anything good? Of course not. Nah. Let's make sure we have the right quest. Let's do this.
One more down.
Good music. Man. You know what this reminds me of? A racing level in track in Sega All Stars, the first one. No, I don't want to lose the health. Lose house fire, gain poison, plus... Yeah, I can do that. Still not good weapon. Or better weapon. Yeah, this looks like a saving.
Now, Firebringer, prepare yourself for death.
No, don't. Oh, fuck's sake.
Trouble ahead.
Death will claim you, Firebringer, and
Move.
not stop it.
Let us out of here. Please, I don't want to die in some savage's spot.
How do I... Yeah, I'll gladly open this if I cannot move.
We bow
I have your back, friend.
Thank the saints. I was sure we were done for. Oh, saints. How do we fight a man like that?
See if I can reach the black swamp again. We're with you, Legionnaire. Not all that living it down. Walk softly, outsider. I will not fight you. Your spirit is
Beautiful.
stronger.
Beautiful.
Today, all Urshamesh know the Firebringer's power and give respect. Take your warriors back and walk in peace.
You fought well, but I'm glad this ends here.
Then there is an end to the blood you seek. Good. None here will challenge you. It has always been this way. If the strongest of us cannot kill you, then no Urshamesh will. Take this charm. It is known to the roots and vines that I command, and they will bow before you to let you pass. Walk free amongst my seed, and in peace.
We kill half their tribe, and suddenly we're friends. Stupid system of diplomacy, if you ask me.
We give you this offering, Firebringer. Take it.
You mean the chest? Why is this the new one much cheaper then? It loses 5 Doom, but it gains 5 block, yeah, but 12 armor. Is for the Doom? I don't completely get it. A new weapon. Less attack, less lightning, extra poison and extra withering. No.
There is an outsider female here. She is not like you.
I'm glad to be free, but I'm sorry that so many natives had to die. I wish there could have been a less violent solution.
The Urshamesh are a fascinating people. It's like they've taken all of our values and turned them on their heads, and then shrunk them.
Yes, those babbling heads are more than a little revolting, but the natives have their reasons for that too. I apologize. It's been a trying day and I ramble.
Reminds me of his name from the Stargate movie, you know, the original. I can't remember his name now, the character's name. The scientist. Shit, can't remember.
What are those talking heads that I've seen around the village?
They're Urshamesh ancestors. It's really quite unusual. For these people, death is the ultimate tragedy. Not in the way that you or I might think, though. For them, a spirit that returns to the River of Souls is forever lost to his clan. A most terrible fate. So when a kinsman dies, they capture his soul, and then place it in his shrunken head. I haven't the foggiest idea how they do it. And those chattering heads, they're a dour bunch.
So that's what we keep hearing.
You seem a bit taken with the first people. A little odd, since they might have killed you.
The Queen has my loyalty first, but I was a scholar before I was a soldier. These villagers are endlessly interesting. They may be savage, but they're not evil. They just want to be left alone. Not so different from most people, really.
Is it true? Can you get us out of the swamp?
Indeed. I never thought studying old dwarven lore would turn me into such a valuable instrument of war. That certainly wasn't my intention. Lord Devonsey is a good friend. He would not have left me, even if I didn't have my magic. But now that I'm free, I should be able to fashion a bridge of mud and roots. It's a bit larger than anything I've done before, but I'll manage.
Geomancy seems different from the magic of the Legion. How does it work?
Because geomancers use their magic to move the earth, many have likened the art to the undisciplined chaos of shamanism or witchcraft. In actuality, it's a form of magic that demands patience. Conveying this essence is difficult. After all, whole libraries are dedicated to the art. But you might say that molding the energies isn't unlike a gem cutter's work, carefully shaping the rough stone into a polished jewel.
How did you learn about the dwarves and their magic? Did you have a teacher?
No, sadly. We've suffered many losses in our service to the Queen. And to my shame, that included the dwarves under her care. We simply don't know if there are any survivors. No clans have contacted us. And even the great mine of Glitter Delve, where Her Majesty lives, is empty. I learned all that I know by studying the tomes there, and I'll continue to preserve what I can. It's a small act of penance for so great a sacrifice.
The sooner we can leave this swamp, the better. Can you raise the land bridge soon?
As soon as we return to the camp, I'm sure we'll be moving out soon.
I must be off. My road takes me to Stonebridge.
Indeed. We are all in your debt. These are troubling times, but your actions remind me of kinder days. Days when the Legion and the Crown served one another. May we meet again.
Firebringer, may you walk this village in peace.
Okay, so we liberated everyone, right? No. Okay, let's try to find them then.
She doesn't look anything like the first people. In fact, she's downright pretty.
So you're the one who led the attack. Was it worth it? I can only hope that the lives you took were necessary. I came here because I didn't want to serve Azanai through war. Now that you've done your fighting, you might help me tend to its victims. I've been collecting materials from the swamp that I can use as remedies and cures. Will you help me find more?
This isn't the place I'd expect to find an Azunite. How did you get here?
I was once an apprentice alchemist. A promising one, I might add. When my father fell gravely ill, I found that none of my cures would help him. I prayed and prayed, and Azanai saved my father. Since then, I've dedicated my life to his service. Unfortunately, most Azanites seem to think that spilling blood in Jane Cassinder's name is the only true means of worship. I teach the children, and help the villagers with my remedies. It's a simple life, but better than fighting in Jane Cassinder's army.
What are you looking for? Gathering a few roots doesn't sound like much of a challenge.
If only it were that easy. I've no shortage of bog plants, but slug eggs, that's a different story. They have extraordinary healing properties. With all the bloodshed that's taken place here, the villagers have need of such aid.
I must be off. I will look for the eggs when I'm in the bog.
Thank you. And be careful out there. The slugs can be rather vicious.
Saint Elisava was a nomad, probably of Nevitic descent, who lived in the years following the death of Azunai, but before the Empire of Stars. Tradition tells us that she was a homely young woman, rejected by the men of her tribe. She was often left to guard the tribe's children. When their parents were away on hunt or otherwise occupied, full stop. It was a responsibility she accepted with diligence and humility, and without complaint. On one such occasion, the tribe's camp was set upon by Leskanzi brigands with their vicious hounds. Elisava, or something, bravely stepped forward to meet the brigands, knowing that she would certainly be overpowered and killed. Instead, she received a vision of Azunai, who appeared, shield in hand, to hold back the brigands and their hounds. Azunai then spoke to Elisava, praising her for her brave defense of the helpless, and promising to instruct her in martial technique. If she would promise in turn, to teach those techniques to others and do the work of the defender throughout the world. Elisava agreed, becoming the first convert to the Azunite faith and eventually founder of the church. Sounds cool. Okay. During the early years of the Empire of Stars, Azunite faithful began to appear in remote outlying regions of the Agalan Mountains. For centuries they were an obscure sect of peaceful warriors, offering shelter and aid to anyone who visited one of their sanctuaries. Later, as the faith grew stronger, a struggle erupted between the traditional beliefs of the Empire and the new growing faith of Azunai. This struggle eventually led to the War of Legions and the dissolution of the Empire. The Azunite faith was adopted by the strongest Imperial Legion, the 10th, and was carried west to the Kingdom of Ebb. The Azunite Church became the dominant faith in Ebb and in other inherited states of the Empire, preaching a simple doctrine of diligent labor and service to one's neighbors and kin. Traditionally, the Church venerated men and women who protected those weaker than themselves, much as the historical Azunai protected humanity against the tyrannical giant Zaramoth. This doctrine was well suited to the Legion, and most legionnaires were strong supporters of the Church until the rise of Jane Cassinder, who subverted control of the faith and turned it against them. First I want to save these guys and then I'll find the bugs or eggs or whatever. I'll add the bug. Regardless, keep searching. Oops. Ah, crap.
One more time.
I need to change the options. Yeah, change the resolution to, I don't know, this. And then back to 1080p. Move it a bit. Okay. I wonder if it will automatically open this now. Lose stamina and agility again. Gain a lot of attack DPS. Some armor, but lose hit points. Okay, let's do this. Oh wait. Did I get anything else?
Thank Azun. Now we have a chance. I don't know who you are. You just walked into it. Good thing Roderick sent you. We wouldn't have survived. You have our thanks. We should be able to make it back to the camp on our own. We'll tell Roderick what happened, but I'm sure he'll want to thank you himself.
Yeah, continue this. Continue this. Although... You know what, let's take one of them too, or not. Yeah, do one of them too. Nice. So we liberate them or what? Oderic.
Nest of slugs. Careful of their eggs. They'll attack us all at once. All the arses of all the saints! What is that stench?
Got it? Right, not bad. Let's go back to help.
You're back. Were you able to find any slug eggs?
I have them here. They aren't the most pleasant things to handle.
Let me lighten your burden then. Truly, stranger, thank you. I never thought an ally of the Royalist army would help me. Let me give you some of my supplies. They'll be of use to you on the road. May Azunai watch over you.
Okay, what do we get? Some coins, sacred leggings, heroic salad. Okay. Oops. Okay. No. Nice. The first one? Really? Okay. Alright, so what are we quest-wise? Talk to Roderick, okay. What is that? Bit surprised. Thought that Roderick would be back to the village. Back in the village. I guess not.
Be on guard. Huh.
Or is that the guy with the wagons?
I can hardly believe it. All my men have returned, safe and sound. It may not seem like much, but believe me when I say that you've given us hope. Raised the morale of the men. Please, take these supplies. We'll say they fell off the wagon on the way to Glitterdelve. You've more than earned them.
think his voice is somewhere in New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas. Could be wrong, but no, I'm fine. No. Wait, what's the mission? Return to the Royalist camp. Okay. Oh, okay. Not that far away. But you know what? I'm not going to do it now. I'm going to do it for next time. Tomorrow, most likely. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked it. I'm having a blast here. I really like this game, but that's no surprise. I liked it the first time I played it, back in whenever it was new, on the PlayStation 3. Yeah. I'm glad I remember very little of it. I have vague recollection of places, but nothing more than that. Yeah. Take care. Happy gaming. See you tomorrow, I hope. And stay safe, everybody. Bye.